Yeah, guys, what's up? As tradition goes, as long as it's not an SD unit, of course, I'm gonna talk about the unit and also the pilot on a separate time. First of all, it's for the content, so I don't run out of content that fast. Other than that, it's actually to keep the length of the video not too long for each video. And finally, I do think there's a substantially different discussion between talking about the unit and also its pilot. Okay, SSR of course gonna be the likes of maybe SD units because they are the pilot and the unit is the same. So yeah, today we're gonna talk about one of the most recent tank, and I do think this guy is pretty solid. All right, and that's gonna be Sampo Hakuri. All right. First of all, we need to kind of rank him among the other tanks on how good his defense are. So where is it? Defense, right? So Sampo Hakuri, actually, if you look at the defense of this character, he's not bad. He's actually only slightly below Reza Burel. Again, Reza Burel is a limited unit. I mean, gacha unit, and Sampo is a free unit. That's saying a lot, right? And if we look at the reaction, again, tank is very useful to have reaction for their accuracy. Sampo actually pretty low compared to the other tanks. Yeah, pretty low, 503. You can see as Ray have a significantly high, Kelly Lesnar have significantly higher, even Play 2. Yeah, Play 2 and SR unit actually has a higher reaction. Again, reaction is very important for tank, although not as good as what defense supposed to be. The higher here is like I think Charles Noble is actually the best in terms of reaction, because I don't know, I don't think this guy want to tank, man. Look at him, right? Look at him, he's so slick. He don't want to tank, he want to evade. So anyway, yeah, we have done with the Charles Slander, and so we'll go with the Sampo Hakuri again. Again, with the defense is pretty high. That's why this guy is definitely focusing more on blocking damage rather than being a counter tank. Okay, a counter tank is like a thing that I made on my. I mean, I just made a term to explain to you that counter tanks are usually those tanks that you want to be hit. Like the example is gonna be the double Zeta UR and also the Death Side Hell. Yeah, those are counter tanks. They want to get hit. They want for you to focus on them so they can counter attack you with a very nasty attack. So Sampo is not one of those. He's just a typical tank. I mean, look at this guy. This guy looks like an honest guy. no, sorry, he's not really that honest, by the way. So yeah, with the hat kind of thing, yeah, he's there just to block damage for his system, right? So yeah, he's a blocker. He's definitely a blocker, defense high. The thing is that you can see that's a range here, so he's gonna work very well with those tanks that actually have a very good range attack, or maybe focus more on the range attack. So if we filter out here, let's go with tank units. Astaroth is actually range. It has 4 range, so he can actually be used with Astaroth. And then remember that we need to go with the IBO series, so yeah, maybe the Astaroth's the only one there. Other than Wall Johanna. Grace Iron is melee. Don't even bother with Grace Iron, okay? Like, don't even bother unless you need I would say to you, you would rather farm as much as Wall Johanna possible than going for Grace Iron. I'm telling you, don't bother, seriously. Unless you like the unit, okay? I don't want to slander it too much. So yeah, it's mostly gonna work with both Gundam Astaroth and Wall Johanna, and maybe other Gundams coming in the future from IBO series. Remember, in 2 weeks, this guy gonna be very useful. So yeah, his ability, of course, standard defense, increased defense, and yeah, again, this is the one that's gonna make him very different. from Algae Mirage. Algae is like just gecko, right? But this guy, Ironblood Orphan. So in the future we're gonna have definitely at least we're gonna have one more tank coming from the IBO series, and in the future again if they decided to go with the Earth Hunt side story, we might get another tank unit. So yeah, it's good. And you don't know whether in the gacha someday we're gonna get another tank unit coming from the IBO series. He's gonna be very good, useful as long as those units are actually using ranged attack, just to make sure he still deal a little bit of damage and good accuracy. And finally, this is one of I would say he got two of the most important ability for a tank, and that is lock on and HP repair. The reason like lock on is very important for the tank is like tanks are usually sucks at landing their attack. Okay, so having a lock on gonna help you a lot in PvE, because again those bosses are usually has a nasty evasion. Okay, so you have to go with the lock on sometimes. And one thing that you need to remember, that the other ability that very useful for attack is sway, but I will say sway is more important on the offensive unit rather than a tank. So yeah, lock. I would say put lock on higher, and HP repair, of course, you want HP repair on a tank, man. And it's 40%. It's not shabby. So what do you think of Sampo? Sampo's actually solid. He's a solid unit, you know. Despite he looks like a very honest guy with no job. Yeah, this guy is solid, man. I like him actually. I like him. I mean, I like everybody from IBO Gecko. Okay, so I'm biased, but again, from the stats, from the abilities, he just have it all. He has 2 blocks and at least several units that can be bring with him. So yeah, good unit, good, pretty great actually. So yep, that's all from me today. And let me know what you think about Sampo Hakuri. Whether you think it's good. I do think it's good. Okay, that's my opinion. So yeah, let me know in the comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see ya next time. Bye bye.